Ale 8 is best.
So, yeah, we do come back to our little party separated within this village. To the three of you, Cordriel, Ilvi, and Senza are on
Sorry, I have to sort of.
the Winking Dragon, and then Venna, Shazith, and Hager are all at the Busty Barmaid. As you guys had just encountered Beef coming to the door and been like, hey, you know, someone's after you. And then Hager, like, busted through. Like, he didn't really bust through, he just bumped through the group of goblins. I was like, I found herb.
Next thing I know, I found myself in an experimental trial.
I'm gonna go straight to Venna and Shazith, your side of the party for now. What are you guys doing currently?
Sitting here drinking with Beef.
Yeah, bro.
Keep in mind that Hager just came in and was like talking to you, but I think the last thing that actually happened was Hager came in and sat next to you, and then
I mean, yeah, he can come in and sit down. It's no problem with me.
Is there any specific action that you'd like to take?
Not. I don't have anything right now. No.
Okay. Well, with this happening, I'm just going to cut back to Ilvi and Senza because you guys.
You get 10 rings on one hand.
Beef.
Ilvi and Senza, you guys are at the bar. The crowd is getting a little larger as the evening turns into nightfall. You no longer hear the Lord Mayor who went upstairs. Don't hear
Wait, what did he say before he went upstairs, Jordan?
What?
What did he say before he went upstairs, Jordan?
I'm not gonna repeat it. Just go back to the last.
You no longer hear the name from his horse either.
No, but is there anything that you guys would like to do in this situation? Ilvi is quite drunk, and Senza, you're sitting at a table alone, and Cordrell is at the front with Ilvi. So the crowd is getting larger as the night the night begins to fall on this sleepy, or not really sleepy, the town that basically doesn't sleep, kind of like Las Vegas. Is there anything you guys would like to do at all?
Master, is there any way for me to sober up quickly without drinking a bunch of water?
Who are you asking?
Use the tips if you just down the water.
Oh no, just slap yourself.
Dirk's given you this tip before. Just drink the water. Use Dirk's wisdom.
Drink the water, dunk your head in it, or slap yourself.
Order a bucket of water just like Dirk did in the beginning.
I'd like to tap on the counter and get the attention of one of the barmen.
Yeah.
And one of the Dragonborn, and ask him for like a lot of water, just like a bucket of water if he has it.
You asked the bronze dragonborn, the one that you were like, I guess, making nervous with your flirtatious comments before, or you're winking back at him.
Oh, my question is, why was he nervous?
I don't know.
Most people wouldn't wink back.
Yeah, he wasn't expecting a wink back. Yeah, most people don't. But he's like, righto. He, instead of walking behind the counter, he goes into the back, and you hear a little bit like the door close, and then about a minute later, he comes out and he has a bucket full of just water, and lays it on the counter. He's like, oh, no charge for that, I guess. Just water.
Hey, thank you very much, sir. Hope you have the best evening of your life. I'm gonna go outside for a second with this, and then like pick it up and walk outside.
Around that, whenever you start walking out, Cordio's like, should we just make our way back to our friends at the other establishment?
Let's see, why not?
I think they go back to them and meet up again. So are we taking that route?
Kind of like I whisper to him. I stand in my breath. I mean, I was kind of hoping to maybe mop a few people.
Mop, if you seem very drunk. Are you sure you can actually manage to do that without being, alarming the crowd?
Listen, I just like watch this and like give me your judgment, but like watch what I'm about to do. And I go outside and I stand like right in front of the door, or like where the door is, I guess, the doorway. And I put the bucket on the ground. I kneel down next to it and I stick my head in the bucket.
Oh no. Yeah. Just in front of the doorway, just your whole head's inside this bucket now.
Take my head out of the bucket. Has it sobered me up at all?
You're now just soaking wet. You can probably do a little more than you used to, but you're still kind of like hiccupy. But yeah, you're just kind of walking around with your head, and as you pull it back up out of the bucket, your hair is just down the sides, like where you had it done up in the back a little. Some of it came loose with the water and everything, and now you're just like dripping, walking around from like the head down to like the bottom of your neck. You're soaked. So,
If there's any water left, can I drink the water? Just like a little bit of it.
I mean, yeah, there's probably still about like at least I'm gonna say around a quarter of the bucket left.
That was a strange thing about art.
You're doing this, and Cordio's like looking on in horror, like what? Not everyone in the tavern has noticed this, but like a few people toward the doorway and like in the booths around you are just like leaning out of the booths, like, what are you doing? What's she doing? And like they're yelling to Cordio, and he's like, it's nothing. Just a little sobering up tactic.
Once I'm done drinking it, I'm gonna take the bucket, pick it back up, take it back over to the Dragonborn, hand it to him, and say, "Thank you."
You walk up across, like through the entire inn, like the tavern area, and dripping wet, you're leaving like a little trail of drops as you walk up to the counter, and you plop it down on the table, and he's like, "All right," as he like looks at you and some kind of confused and scared glare. And he like takes the bucket back into the other room as he's going by, taps the other dragonborn, like motions them to come with him.
God.
So, what was that over? Like, what is your plan exactly?
For drill talking?
Mm-hmm.
My plan was to sober up, and I don't think I did it in the best way, but people have told me before that I'm dripping with good looks.
Okay, so I don't really know what to say. I guess if it helped, it helped.
It kind of did. I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Are you gonna do your plan at all, or?
I don't think it's necessarily a good idea anymore, especially when I look like this.
Your boots are squelching as you didn't get
all of my stealth is just gone. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm ready to go.
Senza, as he like looks over to you sitting in the booth alone. Are you ready to go? We're gonna meet up with Venna and Shazith.
I don't see why not.
Okay. He like walks toward the doorway and just walks out. You guys can follow him. He's going back. Are you guys following? Like confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna cut back to, I don't know, Venna's not here. Shazith
Gargle.
just drinking down your, what is it? I don't know. You're drinking something, and it probably won't affect you at all, but
No, it's not.
You guys are sitting there. I'm guessing you were in conversation with Beef, and he's like, "You see, Doran, he's
Very sorry, the hedgehog is back now, though.
Beef is
Doran.
trying to give us exposition.
I'm sure you know Doran, but he seems to be after you." Now you can talk, Steve.
Dude, why he's after us?
Doran, you know, the big, scary, the Dragonborn that you guys met
Yeah,
whenever.
yes, I know what you're talking about. Do you know any idea why he would be after us?
Well, he is in direct cahoots with the Fox, after all.
No.
Around that time, Beef kind of turns back to his ale and he's like, I think I've said enough for now. I'm gonna retire with the boys here. I'm gonna go to a booth and sit down and have a few drinks.
Cracking
Alright.
open a cold one with the
You
boys.
go do that.
And as he turns to get up out of his stool and walks over to the booth, around that time, Cordial, Ilvi, and Cinza come in.
Okay. As he's
You
kind
know,
of
did
walking
they
away.
notice that I'm like,
Yeah, they see that you're dripping wet from the head down, down your shoulders and everything.
yeah, okay.
Before noticing them, I kind of turn to Shizzy. Which is kind of I'm so glad that didn't turn into anything big.
Well, it still could. Dunno.
Well, yes, but at least we have tonight off from combat.
Combat? No, we can clearly just negotiate with him. He's a man of business. We could just simply negotiate with him.
Well, I mean, half of the time our negotiations end in flames, but
Flames? No. Well, I'm sure this one will go well. We just have to reach his appeal, and his appeal seems to be money.
I don't have that kind of money to throw around.
I don't have that kind of money either, but sure we could find a way.
I don't know. I've already paid that man a good sum.
Have you paid? Who have you paid a good sum? Cordial kind of pipes up as they walk through the door and seated.
Your mom, Cord!
Just people here and there.
Vina likes to bend the elbow a little bit too much nowadays.
Hey.
Then I'm half blitzed and I can realize that you're shitting through your teeth.
I will roll a deception check right now.
I'll give him advantage, because I'm helping.
I mean...
if you want to.
You guys could.
So that's either advantage or both of you can roll and take the highest.
I'll do it at advantage. Okay, the first one's a 10. And the second one's a 17.
You. Cordial's like, okay. I was just asking.
Yeah, I do have quite a couple bets here and there from my past.
As you guys are sitting at the bar, one of the barmaids, the ginger one, was helping out the lady who became distraught after being told about her husband cheating on her. She took over the bar and she's like, if any of you here at the bar need a room, we're starting to open them up now. It's getting late. And she kind of walks toward the back and uncorks a drink and takes it over to the tables and the rest of the tavern.
That was sweet of her.
How many rooms do you have available at the moment?
We have about 4 available.
Alright.
Turns around to you and then answers and goes back to what she was doing.
I'm trying to count the group here. How many are there?
There's
6.
6 total.
2 people will have to share a room.
No, 4 more like, unless we want to go
4 people.
3-2.
2 people will have to share 2 different rooms.
Yes, me and Venom will share one room.
Me and Shazzy will share.
Yeah, and then you two get to pick who else is going to share there.
I'm fine with sharing.
I don't know. I feel like, no offense, obviously, it makes the most sense for Cordriel and someone in one of our group to share.
But in Cordero kind of was like, I don't mind sharing with anyone.
Either that or the 2 newcomers could share.
I mean, it would be a way to bond over the fact that they're both new here.
Yes, they could share a room, and then the rest of us could have their own, except for, Sans, me, and Shazzy.
Cordero kind of, what do you think, Hager? You haven't said much in this conversation.
Yes, newcomers.
Do you want a room? Do you want to share a room?
Hager care not.
Okay, so it's settled then. You and the other one can share, and then
The other one?
Sylvie and Cordriel
The
have
other
their own
one.
room, and me and
Well,
Shazzy
I
will
feel
share.
so welcome right now.
You're welcome, Senza.
Senza has been reduced to the other one.
I think you meant to say Senza.
That's a bit rude, buddy.
Isn't that what I said?
No, you said the other one.
Since I think you just got my dialect confused.
Mr. Squidward, I should kick your fucking ass!
Sorry, mate.
Mr. Krabs? When'd you get here?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Are we blowing them now, Mr. Hager?
Yes, we are.
Well, how much are rooms exactly? Does anyone know?
No one knows.
I mean, you'd have to ask the bartender
Uh,
if she comes back.
Barmaid,
Yes.
how much for a room?
Someone's background hurts. Someone's background noise is hurting me.
She just trips and falls.
Oh no, the man fell down the stairs.
Oh, no, not another.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
he's the ball bearing golem.
Just the sound of broken glass. One of the ball bearings falls out of my bag, and she trips and falls and breaks her nose.
It's the ball bearing golem, I'm telling you.
all the barmaids here are gonna get hurt by the time you guys leave town. But no, she turns around and she's like, it's about 5 silver a room.
A minute.
You know, Shazzy, if you've been paying the up cost, I'll take the 3 silver. You can just pay 2.
What was that?
I think Haga sneezed.
Dang it! Now I
I
have
think
to
you
leave.
regurgitated something. Are you okay, buddy?
How would
My
you
answers.
like to split the cost? I could pay for the entire thing if you want, but
That's only 15 silver total, or a gold and 5 silver for all 3 rooms.
Okay, so is it 10 silver to a gold?
Okay, so there are 6 of us paying for 4 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
That means 2 groups of 2 people per room at least.
2 groups have to split it.
Yeah.
Okay. I already said I pay for the 3, and Shazid could just pay 2.
I'll pay 5 then for my own room.
Well, who wants to share out of you 2?
What?
Haga,
What?
do you want to share?
I kind of like gesture to Snake Boy. Yes, we will be sharing a room.
I asked Hager and Senza.
We don't care about them right now.
Yeah, we do.
Hager is hurt.
See, look, you hurt Hager. Look at him. How could
You
you?
damaged him. This big boy hurt his feelings.
Bouncing baby boy.
Treat him
Don't
gently.
talk to me and my son ever again.
You know what? I'm going to pay my tab on the room, and if someone wants to join, then they can. He lays down 5 silver and walks up.
I guess I'll also retreat to our bedroom.
If I hear that bed shaking, I'm coming in there.
I will retreat to a room.
Man,
As you all like buy the rooms, you each get whoever buys the room gets the key. So Ilvi, Cordriel, and Venom all have the keys. Currently, out of the 4 rooms. At around this time, Aetherius the Great actually ends up waking up from his slumber after passing out from drinking too much again. It's like, and like he crawls his way back up on the bar, and he's like, 1 round, please. As there is no bartender behind the bar. So, are you all going to bed? What's
I'm
going
going to make sure Vena's asleep, make it extremely dark in the room, and start writing down the spells from my physical book into my Dreamscape book.
I was gonna do before Venom went to sleep. I was going to, as he hasn't used every story and he still doesn't know exactly what every story does. So say Shazith, before the night, would you like a
No.
no story?
Vena, your stories have a way of messing up. Let's say that's
Just
a nice way of putting
one
it.
quick story.
I would rather not be spazzing out on my bed. I have things I'd rather do tonight. Why don't you ask someone like?
Why would I ever do something like that? What? Okay, fine. What room is she in?
The one with Hager, I believe.
Well, fine. I'm going to get a story out tonight because now it's already on my mind.
Well, go on then.
oh man. At this point, I feel like Hager's going to prostitute himself for cheeseburgers.
Oh no, talking.
Trouble in paradise.
Shazith will indeed exit the room and make his way to Sinza and Hager's room.
On a side note, how are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty okay, I guess.
Nice.
Did you hear me, Jordan?
My mental health is horribly deteriorated.
Oh, sweet. Same.
Anyway, that story.
I would assume I knock on the door.
Yeah, you approach down the hallway to Sins and Hager's room at the very far end. And you're
The snowman. That's
I
creative.
hear the knock.
Hager ignored
Does nobody answer the door?
I'll answer the door.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were going to slowly describe you knocking louder and louder.
No, I was going to do something else if nobody
I was
answered.
waiting for something to happen, but
Were you gonna lockpick the room?
No.
Just reading the story through the keyhole.
Listen to my story or else.
Please listen. Chizzy said no.
okay.
My
So
boyfriend doesn't want to listen to my story.
Oh, man.
Senza opens the door, enters the door. The door opens.
Hello?
You guys are face to face with each other in the hallway.
Wait a minute. How tall is Senza and how tall is Vena? Because they might not be face to face.
I think
Let me take a look.
I feel like they're practically around the same height.
I know that I'm somewhat short.
What's wrong with you?
Also, you're kind of muffled.
4.
How tall?
Something for
5'4". 5'4".
Okay. In any case, you guys are looking at each other in the doorway here. Venom?
When they start passionately talking about stories.
Shazif neglected this offer. So I was just going to offer to tell a quick story. You know, before nightfall and everybody decides to sleep.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. I'll invite myself into their room and begin shuffling through my tarot deck. As per usual, really. Hang on, let me check one thing. 6. Okay. So yeah, I'll start shuffling through my tarot deck and tell a story, hopefully one that he hasn't told before, because I'd be kind of stupid.
We all take mental damage.
The tavern down.
Interesting. So my target is Finza. I will tell them a story of an epic hero.
Who got drunk and died.
Finza,
His name was Dirk.
you get I'll just roll on Discord.
You do that.
You get 1 temp HP and a plus 10 to your movement speed.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, why is the storyteller muted?
Yeah.
His story's done.
Okay, so I guess Venom.
Story is over.
He just immediately died.
Sure, I told you it'd have an adverse effect.
Okay. I guess Senza, you get 1 temp HP and a plus. I forgot what
10.
you said. Move it. Speed. Yeah.
How long?
Is there a certain time limit on this?
We have to wait until he gets back.
There's
Anyways.
messaging in general.
I was getting ready to sleep.
10 minutes. Okay.
Unless he knows something's happening tonight.
ASMR Hagger's prostituting himself for money.
So yeah.
Well, you won't have to go too far for that one.
Senza gets the
Okay, sorry about that.
bonus.
I come tell my heroic story. Bid them adieu.
Is there a time limit on it?
10
10
minutes.
minutes, I already said it.
What is the heroic
Alright.
story?
It's the story of an epic hero. Good night.
Who got the first STD?
He got
Yes,
drunk
sir.
and died. His name was Dirk.
And he died.
The
And then
end.
I'll actually go to sleep.
And then was reincarnated as a
I'm
slime.
also gonna go sleep.
Okay. I guess you all.
I'm gonna take the floor. Hager can have the
Does
bed.
anyone have any spooky dreams?
Plan, I guess.
Since it's Halloween, do we have spooky dreams?
I will say that you all have random spooky dreams for this specific night for some reason.
I always
Oh,
have
yeah.
spooky dreams.
What is it?
I also do have spooky dreams from time to time.
I
One of
also
them are
always
maybe-
have spooky dreams.
Got cut off.
Oh, yeah. That everyone's story is tragic.
Aw.
My spooky dreams are literally because an entity is burrowing into my mind.
My spooky dreams are kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna have
Time
to edit out that part.
Oh man. Time for Hager to dream about his dead wife.
So anyway, after the night passes, all of you have a long rest time now. So all your spell slots and everything are back.
Ooh.
Woo!
around the time that you all wake up, the sun is actually shining through the window on all of your guys' rooms.
Mhm.
You can hear the normal bustle downstairs as people go out for the day of harvest and everything, finish the harvest, and come back in.
Okay.
Oddly specific question: how far is toilet technology?
Outhouses.
Oh dang! I can't
Yeah.
just pee out the window then.
There are chamber pots
You could.
like in this town's outhouses.
Hagrid wakes up, grabbing it at the butt of his pants, and like runs down the stairs.
Yes.
I'm just gonna sort of go out of my room and stretch.
Is there anyone else
I'll
going?
wake up.
Did you say you were going to go help?
I said I'm gonna wake up.
Well, Hagrid's gonna go take a Hagrid-sized shit.
There you go.
So, was someone sharing a room or not, Cordriel?
No.
No, he's a lone boy.
Cordriel and me are the only ones who slept in our own rooms.
Okay.
Well, actually, I guess I technically would have been awake for a while, but anyways, around average morning time, I'll actually properly get up and out of bed and head down to the actual bar.
Hold on, what is average morning time?
6
don't know, like 6
to
a.m.
8 a.m.
Good lord.
It's average morning time, 6 to 8. 5 at the earliest.
Yeah.
But I would have been awake, assuming that we went to sleep at like midnight or so, I would have been awake at like 4 in the morning.
So, who is everyone going downstairs, or is?
No, I'm going to read down a big boy book.
Okay.
I'm going to look in the section listed second level spells.
Actually, before going downstairs, I'm gonna bug Shazith for a minute and just kind of sit there and look at his book. I'm not gonna read anything, I'm just gonna bug him.
Brady, what are you doing?
He's taking a shit.
Fortnite dancing.
Yes, Finna?
He's vibing.
Oh, not much, I'm just kind of bored.
Or if you're bored, I'm sure food will be prepared downstairs. You could eat.
No, it's fine, I'll wait.
Finna, why are you watching me read?
Because I have nothing better to do.
You could congregate with the new people.
I'm good, I'll pass.
They seem friendly. What's wrong with the new people, Finna?
So, what's this book?
Oh, it's something I picked up from the one bookstore while you were trying to perform.
Makes sense. Well, I don't know, I'll just sit here if that's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
Around the time that you guys actually finish this conversation, as everyone is waking up, there is a loud ruckus coming from outside. What sounds to be people shouting and wood doors and stuff breaking and stuff like that.
Wasn't this supposed to be the beach episode?
This is the beach. Everything's gone violent at the beach.
Oh god.
It can come later. It can come later.
Summon the story.
Ilvy's still barely awake. She's just her hair's doing that thing that it does.
Well, that, I guess now he'll kind of like get up off the bed. That certainly does sound entertaining, so.
Oh, go on.
Stairs.
I'll make my way downstairs.
At the loud noise, Ilvy sort of like rolls and falls out of bed onto the floor.
You might want to
Very
go
large.
check on that one first. That one sounded closer.
She'll be fine, she's probably just going rabbit again.
Yeah, that's the issue. What if she bites someone?
She might slap me again.
And?
When she slapped you?
Last session.
No.
We had an argument.
Oh.
Anyways, I'm going downstairs. It'll be fine.
Okay.
If you say so.
So you're saying Haggard should barge into the room and say, "I'm gonna blow you."
Yeah.
Did someone just get hit? I heard a
Fight, 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 fight.
But anyway.
Anyways, downstairs.
Venna, as you come out and start coming downstairs, the door opens and Senza meets you in the hallway. As you guys are running down the steps, you see the whole look. The bartender, the older lady, is now behind the bar again in the morning, and there are two guards standing there, handing her a piece of paper. And Otherius is passed out on the counter, as per usual.
Can I, is there any shot at me seeing this piece of paper from the stairs?
No, from the stairs, no. You can't see the front of it. What they're handing her, but they're like holding on to her.
Can I try to eavesdrop from the stairs?
It's. I mean, they're talking at a regular
tone.
Say that you can try. Just roll for perception. Just see.
Unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Unnatural. It's a dirty 20.
No, it's not a natural 20. Okay.
It's a dirty 20.
Very dirty 20. My goodness.
Was Webstream book.
They are explaining to this the barkeep that a man has escaped from the jailhouse. He goes by the name Crazy Carrizo.
Oh.
And they explain that he is the highwayman, and the barkeep is like, yeah, I remember him. He used to preach his nonsense within the town, especially at the town center. I remember.
He also used to prostitute himself.
Oh, for cheeseburgers.
Do they mention a reward by any chance?
Yes, they actually mention the award, which is I actually have it written down here. For his capture, it is an absolutely crazy amount of money. Okay, you're not gonna believe this. It is.
It's like
how much?
1,500 gold.
Okay, I am
Jesus
booking
Christ.
it back.
That is an egregious amount of gold.
Literally running back upstairs into my bedroom.
Something feels suspicious. Along with the fact that Ilvi has fallen to the floor.
I'm like barging into the room, shutting the door behind me, grabbing my stuff, and just telling Steve, like, we need to move right now. There's a person with a huge reward on their head, and they might be in town.
I like close the
I
big
peel
stuff
myself off of the floor
Venna,
and start to put on my shoes.
are you trying to get us into another fight?
1,500 gold.
Venna,
do you know how much that could help?
oh, us or yourself?
Rude.
He's dead.
What is it? What's going on?
He's dead.
We're having a discussion over if we should fight the guy for the money.
He just muted. He's dead.
He's dead.
Okay, it'll be your turn. You're getting up, putting your boots on.
I'm putting on my boots. My head really hurts.
Yeah. Both
Struggling to brush my hair.
The last thing I said was rude.
Venna, I just don't know if we should get in another fight.
Who said it'd be a fight? It's a lot of money.
Yes, the more money that is there, the more dangerous the person is going to be.
I'm sure it'd be fine. That's a good amount of money. That is a good chunk of money. Isn't it worth at least investigating?
Go talk to this with the other V. I think she'll be more excited than I am.
Whenever Shazith gets upset, his accent gets thicker.
So it's actually speaking German.
Are you saying that out loud?
No. You know what? Okay, fine. I will go tell Ilvi then.
Oh, well, I mean, Senza heard this too, but she hasn't really taken any sort of action since standing on the stairs.
I'm going to Ilvy's room.
Sorry.
She froze. Coordinate just means nothing to her.
Sorry. I would like to acknowledge this, but I'm not going to take any action towards it at the current moment.
I'm going to Ilvy's room.
I'm sort of just going downstairs, not even having my armor on, just sort of in like my PJs or my basic clothes. I mean,
I'm fully packed to leave this tavern immediately as I approach Ilvy's room.
Are you gonna knock or are you just gonna barge in?
I'm gonna knock excitedly.
Or it'll be at your door, you just hear a
Ilvi is a thief.
Mm-hmm.
Ilvi acts like a thief. In this moment, as a reaction, she grabs her bag and dives under the bed.
it was just a quick just
No, but if something's that urgent, she is not the kind of person to like peek around corners and see what's happening. She hides.
You spooked the rabid one.
From inside the doorway, you just hear Stephen being on the outside of the door. You hear not really Ilvi respond, but you hear a quick shuffle, and then you hear like a underneath the.
I'm gonna put my fingy to the door.
What is it?
I said I'm gonna put my finger to the door and use message.
Okay.
And this, Ilvy, it's me. Open the door, please. I have good news.
You hear his voice. Ilvi, please open the door.
It's me. Have good news.
I slowly crawl out from under the bed. I pull my knife out of the sheath on my leg, and I'm like holding it behind my back, and I open the door and I'm like, oh,
Yeah. I said it was me.
was not. I mean, you can. There's such. I've seen you mimic people. How was I supposed to know that someone wasn't mimicking you?
Please, no one can really mimic me.
Yes, they can.
You hear from the.
No.
Anyways, I have good news, and Shazith was being a stick in the mud, so I figured I'd tell you.
Okay.
Okay, so there's this man who's most likely in town, and we could probably get the jump on him if we leave right now, and he's got this number on his head worth 1,500 gold.
I mean, that's a lot of money, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, man.
Just in comparison, you guys were only worth 200 gold each to the Fox.
So, who all is going?
Well, I hope all of us. Because I know that if we all want to, we can definitely talk Shazith into it. Or at least convince him to tag along as damage control.
That seems
like-
fair.
I mean, I like that guy and all, but he's not very, out there most of the time.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, what's your say?
Honestly, if it doesn't have anything to do with the Fox, I'm completely fine with it.
It's some random guy that was apparently preaching some stuff in Town Square.
Ooh. Bet you it's one of those protesters against the crown.
Either way, if we round him up, I mean, 1,500 gold is it's a pretty penny.
Money is money, so, I mean, I guess I'm in.
Okay. Well, now we just need Cordriel and their names. Hager and Sinza.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, you can go get Cordriel, I guess. I saw Sinza on my way up here.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's Hager?
I don't know.
Well, that might be an issue.
Hager was sharing a room with
Is he still in there?
Well, no, he said he was going to take a Hagrid-sized shit.
Well, from the camera, it looks like he's saying yes.
He's doing something.
You doing what now?
So, I sort of like grabbed the rest of like my stuff. Like, I had like a few loose objects from my bag, like in the floor where I dropped it the night before. And, like, pick them up, put them in the bag, and just like walk out.
Down.
Like
What the
towards
crap?
Cordriel's
You
room.
shush. That's disrespectful. He barked right next to my head.
Once you reach Cordriel's room, you see that, it's just a regular door. I'm guessing Vanna is going toward the other, like, Sinza and Hager's room. I'm not sure. He didn't really say a course of action here. What would you like to do at Cordriel's door?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll knock.
Okay.
I'll
I
knock
was
on
sitting
it.
downstairs
Not
for the
too loud, but I'll say, Cordriel, open up, buddy.
You give like a little rasp on the door and you say that. There is not quite a response. Just silence.
Wait a minute, hold on, let me check my inventory.
Oh no, he's taking a dump with me.
Yeah! It's like that
You're
one
doing-
thing where he's sitting on the Indian guy.
I thought he was Mexican.
Bro.
Hey. I mean, could I try to pick the lock?
You can.
Because I have thieves' tools.
Hey, Jordan, check this out.
Would that be like a roll for...
Yeah,
I think
those are sleight of hand.
Yeah.
20 plus 5?
Okay, this is just the basic lock. You manage to pick it and open the door. And once you go into the room, you come to an empty room. At this point, the bed is made still, actually. But the thing is, Cordriel's stuff is still lying in his room, like in the corner of it, where he usually puts his stuff.
Oh. Can I roll for investigation?
Sure.
Okay. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
What'd you get?
13?
Okay, from as far as you can tell and looking around the room, seeing any sign of... You don't see any sign of any type of disturbance or anything. It's kind of like he just put his stuff down and just vanished from the room.
The door locked?
The door was locked.
I mean, you picked it.
I mean, I'm not necessarily... I didn't check if it was locked first, so it could have just been unlocked and I was like fiddling with the doorknob for like 5 minutes.
No, the door was locked. You heard the click whenever you did the lock picking.
Did I check the window? Can I check the window?
Sure. I'm just gonna say that you go over to the window, and what are you gonna do to the window?
Like, just check if it's locked, if it's open.
The window is both closed and locked.
Are there any other doors in this room, like a closet or something?
There is a small, like, cupboard thing. Not a cupboard, a wardrobe. That's what I should say.
Should I I'm gonna open the wardrobe.
Okay. You open the wardrobe. And it's completely empty.
Check under the bed.
Still nothing there.
I'm gonna root through his stuff.
Oh, wow. You can't even take a shit in this neighborhood without someone stealing something.
You go through and you find his arrows and like his journal. The thing that he wore that was, you remember that? I think I described it before, the necklace that was supposed to be the same thing that his brother had been given.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah.
That he was looking for, and yeah, that's about really all you can find.
Oh no.
All of his stuff is still there, like it's not been touched. The bed hasn't been touched. Windows locked.
I'm gonna put everything back as I found it.
Nah.
I'm gonna slowly back out of the room. And I'm gonna walk back to where Steven is, if he is at their room. I don't even know if
I was
Steven's
going downstairs because that's where I last saw Simza.
Hey,
I'm just gonna be sitting at the bar, like, trying to ask if they serve any sort of breakfast or anything.
I walk up to Venna, and I sort of I don't do it. Can I just walk up behind him and grab him on the shoulder?
Yes.
I guess I'm just kind of approaching Simza and then
Yank him back towards Cordial's room. You have to look at this. You have to see this because I can't tell if I'm going crazy or not.
Okay.
And I push him into the room, and I'm like, tell me what's off here.
You see the same scene that she did.
I don't see much off. I mean, it's a perfectly pristine. Wait a second.
What is missing here to you?
Please tell me you found Cordial and he just wasn't very sleepy last night.
I hate to be this person. I hate to tell you this, man. I really do. But I knocked, and he didn't answer.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried the door, and it was locked. And I picked the lock, and I opened it, and he's just not here. So I check everything, right? I check under the bed, I check the window. The window's locked. Everything's locked. The cover is empty. What do we do?
Okay, well, could he still be in the tavern?
His stuff is here, and he's gone.
Yeah,
He wouldn't leave his stuff.
Yeah, his bow, both of his short swords, all of his satchel and everything's there.
I reach into the bag and grab the necklace, and I'm like, why would he leave this?
Going to go over to the window to get as close to the outside as I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use Detect Thoughts as searching for any thinking creature within 30 feet.
Within 30 feet of the window? There's nothing really. Since you're at the window and you're still in the bar and you're upstairs, you're above, you're on the second floor.
Yeah.
You simply just hear the thoughts of people downstairs and a few surface thoughts of maybe people on the street, but you don't really detect anything that is.
No Cordial?
No.
Oh god!
Out of curiosity, do I catch Shazith's by any chance?
You would have caught everyone upstairs.
What's on Shazith's mind?
What is on the surface?
Oh,
Just surface level.
Well, while he's reading spells?
Yeah, I know I was looking for Cordial, but this is honestly interesting.
Let me think about that for a second.
I'm only learning surface level thoughts, emotions. Let me see. I learned what's most on its mind at that moment, and it's surface thoughts.
Oh, you're crackling fire.
Oh no. Okay.
If you want to know what's on his mind, his emotion is a mixture of determination and sadness leaning into depression.
Okay, I'm not going to probe any further than that, because then if he succeeds to save, he'll know. And that's probably where we're at here.
There goes entire friendship.
So, Ilvi, I'm going to be honest with you, and I need you to stay calm. I tried to find him with a spell.
Uh-huh.
I have no clue where he is, and I'm pretty sure he's not in this tavern.
She kind of like, her mouth like kind of like gapes open like a fish's for a second. Like she opens and closes it a couple times, and she doesn't say anything. And she walks over to the bed and just sits on the edge of the bed with like her hands in her lap, and she just like stares off into space.
So I'm going to go tell Shazith about this. Actually, I can tell him from here. I'm going to cast a message targeted at Shazith.
Okay.
We want a cheap pencil.
Whoa! Mad aggressive. Anyways, I'm going to cast a message.
That is the message. Mad aggressive.
I will say, Shazith, me and Ovi are currently in Cordial's room, and he's not here. Everything is in perfect condition, and I have no clue where he is. That is the whole run-on sentence that I say. He
Did you
can
check at the bar?
message is a cantrip, right? Yeah. So I guess I'll just go back and forth with him. I'll use it again. I tried to detect his thoughts. He was nowhere in the bar.
You use detect thoughts.
Yeah, I was looking for Cordial.
Okay, at this point, he knows that Vena has detect thoughts. He's going to cast encode thoughts on himself.
You know?
What wants encode thoughts? Okay, that's a cantrip.
Encode thoughts.
Encode thoughts. Well, have you checked on the outside? Maybe he just got tired of sleeping and went to go do something.
I don't know. I scanned out the window to get some outside, but I didn't get anything. I was going to go searching for him.
Maybe he liked the dragon place more than this one.
Maybe. Okay, I'll go check there next. I'll let you know what happens.
Okay.
Okay. Come on. Let's go check the Winking Dragon.
She stands up and she just doesn't say anything, and she like walks after him.
Okay, I'm going to the Winking Dragon.
And I will be right back.
I guess right now is a good time to take an intermission.
Okay,
We must
intermission
time.
time. Would have been very funny if I had walked in there and said, "We lost another one."
Oh no, he's going to square up with my dog.
Another one.
So we are back. Okay.
We are back.
You ever just walked out of the room? I think.
Remember to like and subscribe and ring that notification bell.
Don't do it if you don't feel comfortable with us.
Do it.
No, do it right now.
Do it.
Hold them hostage. Okay.
Ring the bell.
Do it, or I will beat you to death.
Do it
Okay,
right now,
that's
or
pretty
I'll...
much.
No, do it right now, or I kill Shazzy.
Shazzy pulls out his spell book and just goes fireball at his own head.
Firebolt.
I would like to cast invert.
I almost died.
You guys had just walked out of the room. Shazith is still in his room, I think, and Hager is there. And Senza, you're downstairs getting breakfast, which runs you about, I'm gonna say, 2 silver.
We're gonna run mid-roll ads at like right at the intermission.
I mean, that was pretty much what the intermission is. It's just us saying, like or subscribe right now.
Yeah.
I kill you.
Right now! You hear me?
But,
Kiss that subscribe button with your fingers.
so what
Give it a gentle smooch.
Give the subscribe button a little lick with them there fingers.
point no one's gonna do?
Punch that subscribe button so hard in the testicles. It
Punch
can't
your
get-
phone directly on the subscribe
Are
button.
we assuming that the subscribe button's a man? No, I'm just kidding.
Right, punch it in the...
You're right. Punch it in the stomach so hard it messes up its internal organs, so it can't have kids. You know?
There we go.
So, what are you guys doing? Walk me through.
I'm going to the Winking Dragon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
am
follow him out because I heard him talk. I heard about the bounty, and I think that's what they're doing.
So you're just gonna follow them out with your breakfast?
Yeah, bro.
I'm getting breakfast.
Yeah. My hair's not even braided. I'm just walking out with him.
I'm not. I don't even have my clothes
Here.
thing.
Your clothing?
Yeah, she's going out in her like birthday suit, man.
PJs.
No, I got clothes on, but I don't have my cloak on.
She's in her jammies.
Yeah.
So, who's all going outside, going toward the Winking Dragon?
Where is Hager?
Where is
Taking a
Hagrid?
shit. We talked about.
He walked out of the bathroom and we're gone. We leave and he just like steps out of the toilet and he's like, "Where is everybody?" Completely abandoned him. Poor bastard.
I'm guessing you guys are who is it? Sinza, Vena, and Ilvi toward. Okay, you guys you exit the building, right?
Mhm.
You walk out onto the open street, and at about that time, you see at the end of the street in the town center, town square area, right in front of where the Winking Dragon is, a weird scene, right? I want to describe this to you.
Oh God.
Step out into the road, and a wagon, more or less a carriage of like a noble-ish, comes racing by. Both horses are freaked out, completely losing it. They're running at full speed. No one's on the carriage. No one's like driving them, and no one is inside the carriage. And at the end of the street where you guys are walking down to, there is a group of people, rather, a small gathering of people who are being told about this bounty or whatever.
Okay.
And right before the wagon actually reaches the group of people, you see this. You see, as you recognize, this very large, overweight, probably about 400-pound man comes sprinting out of the Winking Dragon, looking like he's going faster than Usain Bolt at this point. He's like, "You won't hurt my people!" And he jumps out and he like, grabs both the front horses and he's like, and he holds the entire wagon back.
Oh my god.
Bring up the horse.
And then after that is stopped, he just turns around. He's like, "I saved you all."
This is nice.
Yeah.
It's for the Lord Mayor.
All right. Cool.
Where's our friend?
We need to find somebody. I'm sorry, but thank you for this. We gotta go.
He didn't save you guys. He was saving the group of people at the end of the street.
Oh, thank God. That would have been so awkward.
He's standing out in the middle of the street where everyone's like, "Yeah, Lord Mayor," and he's just like, "Yeah."
He's like obese.
He's really morbidly obese. He's probably like the size of a small car at this point.
Good God.
Like a smart car?
Yeah, probably about that size.
Well,
Pretty big.
so what do we do?
Around this time, all of you, everyone in this party, you feel not really. It's not something you feel. More or less, it's like a weird aura about you right now.
Okay. An aura? Okay, I'm gonna look around.
Like a weird energy. You don't know what it is exactly.
Okay.
I would look around, but I would only see the stall that I'm sitting in.
Yeah, it is in the
I
outhouse.
look around by
Vena,
showing
can
him my
you-
breakfast.
Vena, can you cast Detect Magic?
I don't have that spell.
Shit.
You wanna know who has it? Me.
I have many other spells. I do not have that one.
Well,
I'm
What do
looking
we-
around.
Yeah. Can we roll for investigation or perception?
Perception, maybe?
I would say perception. Just to
I'm
be
gonna-
able to tell what this is.
I'm gonna roll for it.
I'm gonna also give it a shot.
I got 4.
Good roll, good roll. I got a 19.
Well, the only way that you can describe it is being like faintly uplifted, like something just happened and you feel more cheery for some reason. And Vena, you get a 19. You can
Yes.
tell that it's some sort of magic, but you cannot tell what type of magic it is exactly. It's
Okay.
you
So,
can't something is manipulating you, or if this is like more illusionary. You don't know. You
Are
don't.
we being bamboozled?
Ilvi,
Uh-huh.
something is afoot here.
what do you think it is, Vena?
Don't know. There's some kind of magic around us.
Okay. Should we talk
What
to
are you guys?
people?
What are your guys' passive perception?
11.
Let me
I
check.
think it's 13.
Okay.
No, wait. Yeah, it's 11.
As you guys are like
So,
thinking about this, you hear like
My passive perception is 14.
you hear
my
like
passive perception is 14.
you hear footsteps. It's someone coming behind you, and he's like, and yeah, just footsteps like someone coming up behind you, and then you hear the loud voice. Are you guys looking for the crazy guy?
You
Slowly
yes?
turn around. What does this guy
Yes.
look like?
It's a really tall, green-skinned orc in guard armor. Not orc, half orc. In guard armor with like a Fu Manchu.
I kind of like look up at him like, what crazy guy?
Crazy Garizo, of course.
Yes. Do you happen to know where he might be?
I'm not sure. I mean, the last time we imprisoned him, he was literally just preaching in the town square.
I mean, do you know why these people are like losing their shit?
What do you mean?
That there was almost an accident just now, like with that carriage.
That was probably him. He's crazy enough to commit an act of terror upon this great town. I mean, who couldn't be happy here?
But you just said he was preaching, so like, which is it? Preaching or like causing terror attacks?
I mean, he's a crazy man.
I'm going to go the way that the carriage came from.
What is it?
Up with you here.
Wait, what did you say though?
What?
What did you
What
say?
did you say?
I said I'm going to go to where the carriage came to investigate for.
Yo, what you saying, Sinza?
I understood. So I'm guessing you're gonna walk off from this conversation and go looking around for where the carriage came from.
Yeah.
Okay, but the orc more or less just says, "Oh, well, I mean, he's crazy. I wouldn't."
Well, I guess thank you for the information. I'm gonna go over here where my compatriot has traveled. I'll start heading towards Senza.
Remember, there's a reward.
Bro,
Bro, this
ditto
guy's
to what my friend said. I'm gonna, yeah, and then I just kind of like back away.
He kind of just walks on. What's going on now?
Senza, you are in charge.
Yeah.
We are following you.
We are following.
All right.
Senza.
What do I see? Like I'm just gonna follow the carriage tracks.
Well, from the tracks on the main street, there are no tracks because the main street is kind of graveled and But coming off, turning into the main street, which you saw the carriage come down and turn in, there are tracks leading all the way up the dirt road, all the way up the hill, to where the house of like the Lord Mayor is, and to like his little barn area where the carriage came from, and the stable hands are still like trying to pick up from like there's some of them are scattered around the hill, like trying to catch up with the carriage, but they're walking back up and trying to fix the gate that was broken by this.
Okay.
Charging forth.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Is there any sort of things around that would give clues around?
That would be an investigation check.
All right.
Is it? Does everybody roll investigation or?
Just Senza for the time being.
Unless you want to assist.
No, it's good. You can just roll it.
I'll assist. I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't have a reasonable way to assist. I'm just kind of here.
23.
Okay. For the most part, from what you can tell, rather than there was no interference between anyone at
20.
the gate. It was just the stable hands were saddling up his carriage for some sort of travel, and the horses lost their minds and charged forth.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna look at Sens and I'm gonna say, okay, so I don't know if we're on the same wavelength here, but what I'm working with, based off of what Venna said, and based off of, what I'm seeing right here, is that someone's trying to make the Lord Mayor or wherever he is look like a hero by like spooking the horses with some form of magic or like cantrip or something, and then giving the people this weird energy thing to make them happy about it.
That sounds
I agree.
reasonable. Very reasonable.
The question is, who would do that?
Maybe just people who are like on his side who want to make him look good, people on the inside.
We could head towards town square and see if there's anything more about this crazy person.
And the question still stands, where the hell is Cordry at?
I feel like following one of these leads might help us answer that.
We could just talk to like the stable hands first.
Okay.
Hey, Edgar, do you want to do large amounts of drugs?
That's reasonable.
Haha, yes.
All right.
You hear from the tavern.
You hear bad.
Loudly.
Very loud. So I kind of like, I walk up to like one of the stable hands and I'm like, hey, what just happened here?
You approach the stable hand as he's still like picking up some of the pieces of the gate, and they're trying to lift it back up and put it back into the ground where the horses just burst through. And it's like, darn thing just took a run, man. I don't know.
Best stable head voice ever.
And horse just decided to go. Went nay and then took off.
Wow. He sounds like that one guy from King of the Hill.
Yeah, Boo Power.
Like, boom,
Exactly.
Man, bro, man, come on, man, go.
So,
nothing. I mean, is this odd? Do they do this usually?
Is this an unusual thing to happen?
No,
Or...
first time this ever happened in my life.
Mike, come on.
Izzy's like returning back to the
Come on, man.
So,
I got my mouth, man.
what do you think caused it, bro?
I don't know. It was like a snap of the finger. Man, the horse was fine. Then it was like boom, and it was like and then they took off and they burst to the gate.
I'm gonna be taking notes on this.
I'm gonna get fired.
Go on, take
Might
notes.
be important later.
Do you mind if we look around?
Just go on ahead, man. Just don't break any door make stuff.
Okay. Sure.
I start breaking shit left and right.
Whoa.
I'm gonna roll. Yeah, let's all roll investigation.
Okay.
I would say 2 of you can, or 1 of you can at advantage. Not all 3 of you don't have to roll investigation.
Alright, what's your bonuses?
Mine's plus 4.
No.
Mine's 5.
That's metagaming.
This is metagaming?
Well, let's not do that then. Since Venice said nothing, let's have him have the advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you guys are all going to like different parts of this small estate up on the hill.
I got a 22.
I got a 12.
Okay.
With advantage?
No, both of us are rolling individually.
Okay.
Looking around, you don't really see anything anything out of place. If you're looking around, where are you looking around at exactly? Are you guys
Like
looking at stables?
in the stables, around the front of the stables. That's about it.
Okay.
Pretty much same area.
Around the stables, you don't really see anything that could have tied directly into like making the horses go crazy or anything. But upon further investigation, as you guys are looking around for things that may have spooked or caused these horses to just charge for some reason, you find a small like cellar door in the back corner of like the barn area.
Oh. Okay, hear me out, right? I open it.
You go to open it, but then ching ching, there's a chain kind of holding it down.
From the inside?
From the outside, there's a chain holding it down, like on the floor.
Huh.
You guys can physically. I should have described it, but you can see this chain there. Holding it.
Okay.
Okay,
So, do you think there would be anybody in earshot?
An earshot?
Yeah.
Who cares about earshot? Just break the chain.
A few of the
That is in character.
Also in character. I mean, if things get like shitty, we can run.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just crack the chain.
Yeah, just go for it, man. Dang, I'll break that chain, man.
I'm just gonna real quick, like slam
You're gonna do what?
the chain with the back of my sword, like the hilt.
The strength check?
Yeah, that would probably be strength. Just to see how hard you hit it and if it manages to like break the chain being held together there off.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
So what'd you roll?
What'd you roll?
Oh, I'm rolling right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bonuses. 1. $14.
Nice.
You managed to just ding, and then you cause a crack in the chain that is just like a small snap away from actually breaking the chain. It's a really loud clink though on the chain from your hilt of your sword.
Hey, can I try? I want to try too.
Go for it.
I'm the only person not going to try. I know that I'm not sure to break through.
16.
Ding! This time the chain already being cracked from Sinza's strike on it. The chain breaks, and now the door is free to open. It actually falls in a little bit more as you break the chain holding it up.
Okay.
So,
But the thing is, you guys, from after doing this, you hear y'all hear that?
I'm going to quickly sling it open and hop down. Well, actually, I'm going to sling it open and look.
What are you? No, man. You got like. Can you just like distract him or something? You have the performer here.
Distract them.
Yeah, and then go get like Shazif and Haggard or something, man.
Fine. I will approach the stable hand before he has the
Tell him
chance
where
to get
your
over there.
stories.
He's just outside the door, like right at you turn the corner, and he's looking. He's like, "What's going on in there? What y'all doing?"
What's going on in there?
Yeah, I heard a loud thing.
So I think you're mistaken. We didn't have any chain in there.
What? You didn't have any chain in there. What?
No, why would we? Why would we be breaking? Why would we be breaking chains in your establishment? So we're just looking around.
It didn't mention anything about breaking it, you idiot!
At this
Steven.
point, at this
What
point,
other sound does chains make?
Clanging?
Yeah, he heard clanging. He was like, "What's going on there?"
Man,
Roll the
it's fine.
set.
Don't worry, I have a plan B if things go wrong.
No.
Tell him a dank story.
Plan
Hold
B
on,
is
I
to kill him.
accidentally closed my kid sheet. Okay, here we go. Don't worry, guys. I have a +7. 21.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This guy rolling that one.
Yeah, why
I
would we
love
be
this
breaking
man.
chains? So we're just looking around.
Well, I guess I was just what's that clanging there though? Like,
God.
what's going
What's
on?
what? I'm sorry.
What's the clanging going on there? Her metal on metal.
I don't believe the clanging's coming from us. Is there a different place in the establishment, maybe?
I kind of like, I walk up behind Venna and I like whisper in his ear, tell him it was just horseshoes.
We did stumble upon a pile of horseshoes, though.
You stumbled on horseshoes.
Well, yeah, there was some in there. I'm a very clumsy person, honestly. I know what they say about, the elven kind and whatever, but I'm not that daft. Not daft, that's not the word I was looking for. Dexterous.
Well, just
You're not a daft punk.
Don't be breaking anything in there now. And he like points at you. I'm gonna go back to my job. He gets and turns around. Starts walking
I
towards
love this guy.
What you gotta do to get that coin, sir. Appreciate your good work.
Man, you're right. As he walks toward the gate. And then
Well,
he's like, hey, they weren't breaking nothing. They were just on horseshoes, man. Let me also pick up.
I've never had so much confusion yet admiration an accent.
So, one of us has to go back to get the boys.
The boys are back in town.
So who's the fastest?
The boys are back in town. The boys
I mean,
are back.
what's your walking speed?
That's what?
What is your walking speed? You want to know who's the fastest?
The simplest way to determine it is just saying your walking speed.
35 feet.
I mean, you're faster than me.
Well, I'm gonna go get the boys.
Yeah.
Oh, let me check if I'm faster.
You know what? Before you do that,
35 as well. Go ahead.
Alright.
Okay. So we have
Boss
Wait.
music time?
hang on.
I can't play music. Let me make sure music is muted on mine too. Simply because copyright. It will screw up the entire video. There we go.
There we go. Alright, now you're free to go get us.
Alright, I'm gonna go get the boys.
Okay. So, Stephen, or Vanna, you go back out the gate and you walk down the hill into the street and you go back into the busty barmaid.
Nah, how long did that take him? Because I got things I would want to do.
It would probably take him around 5 minutes to get there.
Alright, well then I'm gonna start casting Find Familiar.
Ooh, okay. How long does that take again?
Let's see here. I know it's going to take an hour, but then I'll have the first 5 minutes down.
Okay.
It's a ritual spell.
I'm gonna go ahead and okay. So you got the first 5 minutes of the Find Familiar spell.
Hmm?
Okay. I'm guessing, Steven, when you arrive in the Busted Mermaid, the bar, you come through the door, and Aetherius is still lying on top of the bar. Not like his full body, but like, his head down.
Mhm.
With a mug in his hand now.
Okay.
You do.
What are you gonna do?
Is anybody actually in the downstairs area of the bar?
The bouncers area of the bar?
Or is everyone upstairs?
Downstairs.
There is no real bouncer area or anything. It's just,
Oh, I mean, sorry, the actual bar. I mean, is there anybody down there?
there's a few patrons drinking and eating breakfast, but nothing.
None of the boys?
Are any of the boys down there?
Yeah,
I
are
ate
any of the boys-
breakfast, came back up, and started casting Find Familiar.
What about Hager?
Here are you?
Hager's having an outside body experience in the urinal.
There you go.
He's in the urinal. He's just sitting on it.
I will, I guess, now go to mine and Shazith's room first.
Okay.
Knock, 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 knock.
Not paying attention to the knocks. You have
Knock,
the
knock,
key,
knock, knock,
you
knock, knock.
dummy.
Oh, yeah. Right. So I'm gonna knock a few times. Sit there for about a minute before realizing, wait a second. And pulling out the key. And actually just entering.
You see, like, Shazith, like, sitting on his knees, with, like, magic clearly coming out of the crystal, which has placed into a special compartment in his spellbook.
Buddy.
As soon as you say it, like, the magic starts to fade, and he looks up. Yes or no?
So we have, we found a cellar, and we opened it,
Mm-hmm.
and we figured we should probably do this as a group.
You know what, before we do, are we going to get into another fight?
No, why would we get into a fight? It's just a cellar. Nothing eerie about it.
We seem to get in a fight every 5 feet we go.
That's not my fault.
Even when we try to be on vacation, we somehow find ourselves getting into a fight.
I mean, it's just a cellar.
Okay, but if there's anything other than premium alcohol or any form of alcohol, if there's danger down there, I can't promise I'm going to fight it.
That's okay. That's fair, I guess. I'm not going to contest you on that, but don't tell the others that I didn't contest you on that.
Oh yeah, if it happens, I'll just say you contested me, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Do you happen to know where Hager is?
No.
Okay, do you happen to know how we could find him?
Well, let's see, his size, his body mass. Well, what's something you first do in the morning, Vinna?
Eat breakfast. But he's not downstairs.
Other than that. The bathroom, Vinna.
Yes. That makes a lot of sense. Would you like to go recover him? I don't feel like he likes me as much. You've talked to him more.
Sure. I'll go recover him from the outhouse.
Alright, I'll kind of give him directions as to where we actually are. And then head back to everyone else. Hear me, Jordan?
What?
I'll actually give Shizzy directions as to how to get to, the actual cellar. And then I'll head back to where everyone else is.
Okay.
And I'll go to the outhouse.
Okay. As you start walking back, Shizzy, you're walking toward the house, which is around the back of the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
You ask the barmaid, and she points you out there. Go out the door and.
Is he using the bathroom or is he asleep?
He fell asleep on the toilet.
I just knock on the outhouse door. Hagrid, Hagrid, are you in there, buddy?
Oh. Oh,
Clearly he's not okay.
Hagrid,
what was the
do you like do you need like six more cycles or?
Oh no, I'm good now.
All right. Yeah.
Is he eating in there as well?
Oh,
I open the door and there's just shit all over the wall.
Are you sure
no.
you're okay?
Hagrid, did you even aim for the hole?
Oh man.
You know what? That's going to be a problem for the issue. I can just tell. Hagrid, we actually have a job, something to do. So if you're willing, we have to go investigate.
Oh, sure.
All right, off we go. And I'll just head to the directions Stephen gave me.
Okay, cutting back to Senza and Ilvi, who are standing at the top as Stephen or Venna had just left them right there. What are you guys gonna do as Venna walks away? Or he gets like halfway down the hill.
Awkward
I don't know.
conversation.
Yeah, just awkward conversation.
Are you guys
Yeah.
just waiting for them to arrive?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So Senza.
How long have you been
Yeah.
Senza for?
What you have any hobbies?
I like chess, hunting. I also keep this journal.
Is it okay if I like ask what you write in your journal? Because that seems pretty neat.
Research. I am a researcher.
I see. I kind of was doing some research of my own until recently, actually.
What type?
Just I guess you could say cartography.
All right.
Something I noticed was as I met the people that we were traveling with, including you, I think everyone is looking for something. Is that weird?
Oh. I feel like that's kind of what brings people together.
I mean,
Even in uncommon.
true. Like I don't know the deal with like what you are wanting personally, even if it's just like research. That's something to want, but like someone either like is owed something or like owes someone else something or is just like needing something, maybe.
Yeah.
I think I found what I was looking for recently, and I'm just like sick of it.
I understand what you mean.
After around like 10 minutes of you guys talking, I'm gonna say that Stephen or Venna shows up at the door.
Hello.
Yeah, I kind of roll up. Sorry, am I interrupting something?
Nah.
No, not particularly.
Okay, well, I informed Shazit he's going to collect Hagar and meet us here.
Okay.
And around the time that he says this, Shazith and Hager actually show up behind him.
Fair enough.
They weren't like right
Alright.
behind him, but you guys were standing there like after a few minutes of standing there, like you know.
Okay.
I guess.
So now the party is united in this area.
Are you guys ready to go in?
Did someone just sneeze into the mic and mute?
I think that was a burp.
Oh yeah, we're ready.
Are we all ready to proceed?
Yep, we're ready.
I'm gonna open the cellar and hop in.
Okay. Did you say hop in?
No, I meant like get on the ladder.
I was gonna say you open the cellar door and you see like a ladder going straight down into a drop about like probably around 15 feet down.
Oh,
There's not a large room. It's a large drop for a really small space.
okay.
So what I'm hearing is I should jump down.
Yes.
Once
I'm just gonna quickly climb down the ladder.
you reach the bottom, and you have dark vision, right?
I do.
Wait, isn't that only in dim light though? Or is
Let
that
me check. I think that dark. It just says I have dark.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say that you do have like dim light conditions. Or like you can see dimly. From what you can tell, this room isn't used for any type of storage other than a large, like at the end, probably I'm gonna say about 6 feet from you at the ladder. From the ladder at the other end of the room, there is like just a secure pedestal with a book on it.
Dark vision. You can see in darkness. Shades of gray up to 60 feet.
Yeah, so from what you can tell, there's just a pedestal with a book on it and some other thing on top of the book. And as all of you go down, all of you except Ilvi see the same thing because Ilvi's the only one who doesn't have dark vision.
I'm the only human.
Weird.
Does anyone have a light?
You're only human.
You're only human.
Can anyone like cast fire or something? Because I have a candle in my bag.
You
Does
need
anybody
light,
have
you
a
said?
Yeah.
Did you? I'm kind of calling down. Did you all say you needed light?
Hold on.
Okay, I'll wait.
I'm checking something.
Since it's turning on her Xbox.
Oh
Yes,
no.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop down in the hole.
I just pull out a thing of matches.
We're all in the hole.
Yeah, you're all in the basement now, in the cellar.
Could you hold out that? Could you hold out that?
I'm just gonna cast dancing lights.
I was gonna tinderbox it.
That would take forever.
Around the time that Sense is digging around in her bag trying to get the tinderbox, you just see 3 plumes of light come out and sort of start circling.
Well, that works.
And the roof
Yes.
and you do see the pedestal with this dark red door, and there's like a small piece of jewelry on top of it.
Oh. I'm going to. It's probably a bad
This
idea, but
isn't ominous at all.
I'm going to approach it.
Okay. Nothing really happens as you approach it. You do feel a slight, stronger sense of this aura that was around you earlier, but nothing else really.
Okay.
Book.
I'm going to look into the book.
Upon opening of this book, it's just a dark red cover, nothing like that. You open like the first
Demon book.
and in the first page it literally says understanding the teachings and the will of Aegon.
Guys, I turn back to the group.
Burn
It's,
the heresy.
This book is religious.
Okay, what?
I think
What's
we're
that?
dealing with, what's the proper word? Fanatics.
Cultists?
It might be a
No,
haystack.
no. A cult depends on the size. How big? How big do you think they are?
I don't know. I'm just looking at a book.
We're in a hole.
Yes. So if they have to hide, I don't think they would be very well regarded.
Yes,
Have
a
you
very
never known the
Jordan,
secret
I think I know. I think I know what.
Oh no, since I was gone mute again. Anyway,
Jordan, I think I know what the book might be called. Check the.
anyway.
What is it?
Once you check DMs.
I'm gonna continuously flip through the book. Is there anything off-putting or ominous in it?
Nothing really ominous.
I mean, the only ominous thing is a picture of your mom.
Look, there she is.
It speaks of the god Aegon, who, as most people of the as most people who worship the pantheon of Xavier knows, is the god of
The god of what? Somebody blew directly into
The
their
god
mic.
of wind.
Brittany, why are you eating your mic?
But the god of chaos and destruction.
Oh
Oh,
no!
sweet.
Hey guys.
That
Mostly
sounds pretty
chaos,
cool.
But when it comes to speaking of chaos and destruction, Aegon is more or less just a chaotic guy who likes using like people or other things as entertainment.
Well, we're dealing with a group that wants to worship a god of chaos and a destroyer. I think it is a cult. I think.
You know?
I told you.
Hey, by chance, did anyone close the solar thing?
No.
No one?
No one.
Oh no.
So, you mean to tell me that... Are we really going to go up against the cult?
Hager
That's what I
chooses
wanted
to
to,
leave.
Wow, Hager's really backing out now.
I'm gonna flip through my notes to see if I have any notes on the subject.
I'm
Gordon,
ready
me as
to-
Hager is now climbing up the ladder and leaving.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm about to agree with Hager.
Okay, wait, is there anything else inside the room other than the book?
I'm
Just
gonna roll for investigation. Like, are there any bricks that we can push that will, like, open a secret compartment? Because this can't just be it.
Breaking and entering. Sad.
Very.
Are you doing an investigation?
I'm rolling for investigation.
Okay.
13.
What'd you say?
13.
That's tough. Can I grant her bardic inspiration?
She's already rolled for it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Beedoo.
Beedoo.
So in your investigation, you don't really find any type of secret compartment or anything, but you do behind that find like a small bowl of what seems to be like an offering bowl, and there's a lot of gold. Even this guy, whoever this belongs to, there's a lot of gold. There is a necklace, and then there's also a doll.
Whoa.
What does the doll look like?
The doll was just a basic, like, you know how they used to do it, like the hemp sort of paper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Cornhusker dolls?
Yeah.
Okay, that's ominous.
You know, I look at everyone and I'm like, you know, the more I keep looking into this, the more I'm thinking it cult. Nothing about this is dissuading me from thinking that we're actually, like, doing some cult shit right now.
The more I'm thinking, the less vacation this sounds like.
Man. It would be really funny right now if Hager closed the hatch and then left.
Do it.
Is there any kind of like identifying features whatsoever noting in the book?
Are there any like rings with like engravings of people's names on them or anything?
Anything
Since
of the
it's
sort.
gold.
You're looking for names?
Anything that could be an identifying feature.
Yeah.
Roll investigation for that.
Okay.
I will roll as well.
20.
Roll. 19.
Inside the book, Elvie, you don't find anything that's really like searching around the room or anything. You don't find any type of identifying. In the book, you actually on one of the first pages, you see a set like very small, really tiny initials that it just says Lord Mayor and then it says K.
Oh.
Okay, so
Only Ilvi found it, right?
No, you did.
Oh, okay. Guys, goes from bad to worse.
Mm-hmm.
I
This,
don't know if we really should be sticking around here.
this belongs to the mayor.
You know what's good for him? He has a book.
A cult.
Oh, don't you have to perform political assassination?
Yeah,
I don't want to go through that again.
What?
Why would we perform political assassination?
Listen, he's just into some weird religious type stuff. Where should we draw the line on that? I mean, look, Ilvi literally has a cloak that turns her into a wolf.
Okay, yes, but also I forgot to mention something.
You gave a man a Caesar by telling him a story.
I forgot to mention something to you.
I am not in a cult, sir.
It's
There-
hard to
okay.
draw the line.
I'm the closest one to being in a cult here.
There were some odd events that happened on our way here, as in some horses just went berserk and the mayor just happened to be in the right place at the right time to jump in and save the day. Everyone began worshipping him, and we had some kind of influence that was tried to place over us.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of magical influence. As soon as the mayor hopped in to save people, not to mention the Sable Hands even said this is the first time they've ever done this.
Man. Hager calling bullshit. Mayor's good guy.
There you go.
Mega Man.
From upstairs. You just hate it.
Listen, Oaf, if you're going to leave, then leave.
Don't talk to Hager like that, okay?
Don't you dare fucking bully Hager.
The mayor is in a cult, and we're just turning a blind eye.
The
to a
mayor's
destroyer
not cult. Do you know how many other political powers there could be in this town in the cult? And you want to go up against every single one?
Not every single one, but maybe find out why he's exerting magical influence over common people for no reason.
Let's see, it's a city, he's the mayor. What do mayors have in an election? Why would he want to have influence over the people, judging if he gets to keep his seat on the council?
Okay, think about the merchant, or not the merchants, the ones that were against the merchants too. Have you thought about them as well?
Yes.
This is pretty shady, and they were kind of right about it.
Then a lot of things are shady, okay?
That's what life is.
But we could do something to change the shadiness. I know how shady things are. But the common folk don't deserve to be just manipulated by magic without any knowledge.
If they're not
about it.
manipulated by magic, they're going to be manipulated by words.
Okay. I manipulate people by words all the time. It's how I make everything.
You just admitted that you manipulate people with your own words, therefore, and you even have, I'm sure you've done some sort of magic to manipulate people. The mayor's doing the exact same thing, and this is a
Everybody
hypocrite.
stop fucking fighting!
Yo, shut the fuck up, since if I wanted your opinion, I would ask.
Hager's just gonna leave now.
The point is, if somebody governing a town is worshipping someone built on chaos and destruction, there could be more to it.
What if there's not? What if he just likes worshipping that god because it allows him to see what he wants?
Destruction and chaos?
No, the powers he seeks. To stay mayor and possibly expand his domain.
But destruction and chaos?
You gave a man a seizure, you destroyed his brain.
Yes.
I feel like there are better ways to go about this than like arguing in a hole.
We probably should get out of the hole. That is a good point.
Yep.
Because like this is, I'm kind of claustrophobic, and
Well, you're free to leave the hole first if you want.
Look.
Turkey left.
Deep breath.
Hager's
gone.
It'll get to the point. We should probably leave the hole.
Found his herb. Now I realize we're a bunch of idiots. So he's going.
Now, I'm gonna, if it's okay with you guys, I'm gonna pocket the gold in this bowl.
Go ahead. I hold no quarrel to it.
It's just money.
And
It's
then
just a
if
rich
I
man's
were
money.
you, I would take the book.
You want me to take it? Why would I take the book?
Because you touched it. I
Okay.
touched the bowl, you touched the book.
You know, if the book is cursed, there would already be some sign of a curse placed on him.
Some curses can be managed.
But I don't
Yeah.
want the mayor on my trail about taking his
But
stupid book.
beforehand, there would be a sign of the curse.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure the. Oh crap! I can't say anything. I'm not there
No,
anymore.
you're not there.
If the mayor tries to hunt down his book, I don't want to be the one with it. Especially not when he's worshiping, a deity of destruction.
Deities of destruction aren't all that bad.
Keep in mind, chaos could literally mean anything in this world. Chaos could be trickery.
Chaos could be rebirth due to its
Chaos could
destruction.
be mass destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that I think
Chaos,
is shitty.
destruction, order, and rebirth.
It's not meant to have to be the one god that destroys the world. No, this guy is one of the main things.
I am going to leave the hole.
I am also leaving the hole with the offerings from the bowl.
About 30 gold.
Yay!
I'm gonna leave the hole as well. I don't see why I would.
I'm guessing everyone gets up and.
No, I'm gonna put like 31 gold back in the offering. Because if she just literally stole from a deity of chaos and destruction.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not wanting that on my vacation, so it's just like.
Is this even a vacation anymore?
No.
Guys aren't sticking
And
with
then I
it.
get out.
Vacation.
Is it cool? You guys are. Never mind.
What?
Nothing, just keep going.
What, Jordan? No, say it.
No, say it. Say it, Mr. DM. Say it, huh? Huh?
Oh, I guess whenever everyone's out of the hole, I'm going to close the cellar door.
Just like loosely throw the chain back on top of it.
Okay, well, if we're not going to follow anything with that, we need to find Cortriel.
Should we go to the Winking Dragon?
Probably, maybe. That's the only lead that we have.
Well, if you guys went there last.
What?
Didn't you guys say you went there and some weird magical stuff happened?
Yes, with the mayor coming in, saving all those folks so heroically.
You sure it wasn't like some sort of
Sarcasm on the heroic.
spell? And that if we go back there, there's a chance that you might get hit with the zone spell?
Well, it didn't happen until after the mayor hopped in and stopped the horses.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying there could still be lasting effects from it.
I just don't know where else we should go to try and find them.
Well, you know what Beth said.
Doran?
Mm-hmm.
We could go back to that camp, but I don't know if that's a great idea.
No. If he has Cordial, he must still be in the town. Remember, there was a guard check before we came in.
Yes.
Okay, then.
So we ask them.
We asked them if they see anything, and we searched the town.
Okay.
So,
yeah, we're gonna go ask the guards.
Okay. So, walking out of this mayoral estate, mayor here, you pass by all of the guys who have just about got the gate finished, like fixing it up and everything, mending it. Once you get back on the main street, you sort of who's in front? Who's like walking up in front of everyone?
Who wants to be in front?
Everyone like walking in a straight line across the road.
Yeah, we're gonna take up the entire road.
I'm in the middle of the pack.
Bruh, Hager's straight up not in the pack. He's not.
Yeah, bro.
Where did Hager go?
Where did Hager go? He went to get a drink. He just got insulted by someone who told him to join the group.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him to.
So,
wow.
you guys are walking down this hill, you see, instead of like you get to the main road, the cobbled road, and then up on the front balcony porch thing of the tavern where Hager is, there is a really tall, lanky man dressed in all black, and he just sort of waves at you, and then he disappears into mist. Whoever's up front, I'm guessing, is Venna and Shazith.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what the fuck?
It was mainly them that saw it. You guys just saw like a gust of mist.
Shazith?
Yes.
I know that I'm not crazy. Not entirely.
Yeah,
You saw that.
Yes, he's toying with us. What part don't you understand?
You don't think that's suspicious?
No, it definitely is, but he turned into mist. Do you want to follow mist?
Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to follow the mist.
You hear, at around this time, you hear, "Hey guys!" And then there's just your friend Cordrea walking down the street here, carrying what looks to be a huge, fluffy, from the best I can describe it, basically a husky. He's going like, "Guys, check out what I got."
Stop.
He's got it in both of his arms. The dog's wagging his tail, and he's like, "Where have you been?"
What?
Venna?
Where have you? You're.
I woke up and all you guys are gone, so I kind of let out in town, and I went to the market, and some nice guy.
We were all in our. Your room was in pristine condition.
So that was the same situation with all of you guys. He puts the dog down and like starts walking around in circles around him. Look at this little guy.
I didn't even make my bed, and I didn't get out of bed. I didn't get out of my bed until I heard people come. What?
I don't know. This nice guy sold me this dog here.
Okay, so you said you came to check on us. You came into our rooms, and all of them were in pristine condition, and none of us were in there.
Yes, that's about it.
Were the doors locked?
Actually, yes. The barmaid actually had to get the key to get them out.
When was this?
Early this morning, whenever I first woke up.
What time?
Sunrise.
That's around the same time. We were still asleep by then.
Did we get
Most
body
of us.
snatched?
Most of us were still asleep by sunrise.
I didn't get up till about.
You were awake. You were awake at the time. What he's describing is about the time that you guys woke up. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh.
The literal time when the sun was shining through the windows, directly through the windows.
But we were still there. But we were there. His bed was. Does he have his gear on him?
From what you can tell, yes, he has all of his. He has his two.
Can I like subtly cast detect magic?
Go ahead. From everything that's going on, that Cordrea doesn't seem magical.
No, just like the area where the mist was.
I'm gonna roll for perception to see if he's lying.
That's insight.
Okay, insight. Shit.
But in the area in which the mist was, you do get a faint bit of magic.
16.
All of your things were still in your room.
16 on insight.
Cordrea is not lying, even in the slightest.
Cordrea, tell me exactly how your day up to now went.
So, I woke up, realized that no one else was in their room. Everyone still had their stuff, so I figured everyone went to breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
The only person down there was that drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I paid the barmaid to give me a little bit of breakfast. Walked outside. I witnessed some sort of scene. I don't know how to describe it. Basically, the big man that we saw last night at the tavern. Everyone was.
And as before he had a chance to say it, did he stop a carriage of horses?
Yeah, with his bare hands.
This is
Minor
That's exactly what we saw.
And then I was like, okay, that's really cool. I walked that direction. He was giving some sort of speech. And then I went to the market where this nice guy, really tall, was beckoning me. He was like, come here, I have something to show you. So I walked over to him, and he had a thing of puppies. Not puppies, dogs.
Well, I don't think you should.
Have experienced the exact same thing
I go,
that me, Sinza, and Ilvi have up until right now.
okay, I say, I'll be right back, and then I walk into the tavern where we were staying, walk up to the guy who's asleep on the counter and smack him in the back of the head
Okay. That's
to wake him up.
You do. What's your strength modifier?
0.
You break his neck, killing him instantly.
Okay, so you smack him upside the head for like 1 hit point. This guy's like, what was that for? Hager's inside the tavern here, by the way.
Does he have hair?
Yeah, he has long golden blonde hair.
Okay, I'm gonna grab him by his hair, and I'm
Alright,
gonna turn his head to make him look at me. And I'm gonna say, I need you to tell me what you saw this morning. If you saw anything, what happened today.
This morning? What time is it? Where?
Can I do one thing really quick?
What?
Okay, first I want to roll deception.
Okay.
Sorry, but please. Okay, I got a 16.
Okay, what are you rolling deception on, though?
2 Cordriel, quote-unquote Cordriel.
I would like to roll 1d20 for what the fuck is going on.
Did you happen to see Dirk around, by the way? He wasn't in his bed when we got up.
Dirk? Oh, he's been gone since whenever he left the last time. You remember we went searching for him.
Oh no, now you look suspicious.
Oh, no.
No, he
Wuffy
doesn't.
wuffy.
That's the exact thing that you guys did. You went searching for Dirk and you didn't find him.
Cordriel got body snatched.
Extremely confused, Cordriel, because you
Cordriel
know
the body
everything
snatcher.
just like Cordriel would.
What?
I said, obviously you know everything that you would know, but how
Cordriel-
you weren't? What?
Cordriel, how old are you?
I'm 25, like I said before.
Cordriel, what color are my pantsuit?
I wouldn't know.
Exactly. It was a test.
Are you guys not going to acknowledge the fact that I bought us a companion dog?
I'm more concerned about
What's
what
his
happened
name?
to us.
Is the guy in the bar responding at all to what I'm doing?
He asked you what time is it, like, why are you doing this, what's going on?
I look at him in the eyes and I'm like, I need to know. This is like a live or die matter. I need to know what's going on with what have you seen this morning?
His eyes kind of open up wider and he's like, hold on. What do you mean what's going on? I've been here all night. And what time of day is it again? Is it morning?
It's morning. Yes. I
What's
need
another
you.
day?
I need you to tell me who you have seen. Have you seen my friends and I? Have you seen just one of them?
I haven't seen anyone. I've been asleep this entire time.
Okay.
Alright, I'm breaking it out again. I'm casting Detect Thoughts on Cordriel, quote-unquote Cordriel.
He's saying his initial thought that you can register is he's like, what's going on here? Like, what are they talking about? And then his emotion is very confused. Sheer confusion.
Cordriel, what did we talk about on the night Dirk went missing?
On the night Dirk went missing? I think we were talking about politics.
What exactly?
I don't quite remember back that far. It's been a few days. I really don't remember what Cordriel...
No, that's wrong!
Dungeon Master. How much is a tankard of mead?
A tankard of mead?
Yeah.
Fire tankard of mead is, was it 2 silver?
I'm gonna drop 2 silver on the counter, say thank you to the guy, and walk back outside. And then I'm gonna walk up to the dog.
As you exit the outside, you come to this scene of confusion with them. And you're walking up to the dog, the one that's like sitting beside of Cordrio.
Yeah, so I'm gonna test out something. I'm gonna go into my berserker cloak.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
turn into wolf.
I hope she goes feral. Not even gonna lie. Go on.
Hey, roll a d20.
9.
Okay, you still succeed.
Okay, since I'm an animal,
Yes.
can I talk to other animals?
Not quite how it works.
That's...
You need the spell talk with animals.
You need to still
No.
talk with animals, or you need to be like some kind of animal race that is like
Wait.
beast speak.
Wait, I got it. I'm gonna sniff the other dog.
Male,
See if I can pick
What
up a
does
scent.
that achieve?
I'm gonna see if I can pick up a weird scent if I find anything weird.
Friendship.
roll for that.
Is it like, what is it, perception?
Perception.
Man, she's getting really into this dog thing.
Ooh.
Bro, why is she going so deep into that dog's butthole?
Oh no, man.
I got it too.
You smell Cordriel.
No one else.
Cordriel, as he just walked it all the way back from the market district up to this point, holding it like in his arms. The big old fluffy dog. And he wanted to show you guys. And you guys are completely ignoring the dog.
The dog is just there.
What's the dog doing?
Yeah, exactly. What is the dog doing?
There
The
you go.
dog is just like sniffing you as well, but like looking
Fucker.
kind of whines at you.
It's a cool dog, but I'm confused. Did we get body snatched or are we being messed with?
I'm telling you, like, can I turn back into a person or am I stuck like this?
You can turn back into a person, yes.
I'm gonna turn back into a person. I'm gonna like look at Shazzy dead in the eyes. I'm gonna say, I don't know what's wrong with him, and like point at Cordial, but I'm gonna point at the dog, and then I'm gonna point at the dog. But that thing has something wrong with it.
What do you mean it has something wrong with it?
Wait, what do you mean it has something wrong with it?
He said, Wait, I wasn't here for that. Oh no. No, I wasn't there for that.
Right.
I can't tell you.
No.
I just know that there's something weird about this because he came up with a dog.
Around this time that you guys were talking about this, Cordero kind of looks over you guys in the group, and like looks out into the street, and he's like, "There's the man that sold me the dog." And he, like points.
I'm trying to look at the man that sold the dog.
When you turn to look at the man that sold the dog, you see the same really tall, black-haired guy, lanky, guy that just waved at you and disappeared.
I'm tapping. I'm like hitting Shazzy's arm. I'm like, that's the guy.
That's the guy that sold me the dog.
What guy?
That guy.
No,
He's the
he
one that-
sold you a dog. No,
He
wait,
turned
why are...
into mist. He waved at me and then he dissipated into mist. Moments before you came up to us.
Shazith saw it too.
That's why I
Something
said he
spooky's
said he
going
waved
on
at me
here.
and Shazith.
Man, this really is a spooky session.
I pinch Vinna.
Pinch me.
Yep.
Ow! Why did you? What?
I have to make sure it wasn't a dream spell.
Can I walk up to the tall, lanky dude?
I am also approaching the tall, lanky dude.
I do not approach the tall, lanky dude.
Where's Hager?
Getting alcohol and all.
Yeah, but like, where is he in
He's
relation?
getting riggedy wrecked.
Is he? Which tavern is he in?
He's in the Busty Barmaid Tavern. But like, is he with you guys at this point? Is he still drinking?
No, he's still drinking.
Bro.
He never joined back.
I never left. I mean,
Okay.
the bar. There we go.
So
He's doing his
you
thing.
guys are approaching this guy. He kind of stops walking and he turns to you and he smiles. He's like, "Well, hello."
I compose myself. Hello. Do I know you from somewhere? Do you know us from somewhere by any shot?
Oh, I know you from everywhere.
Mm.
What's the name of the guy who took the prompt?
What does that mean?
Let me show you. He raises his hand and he just snaps. And now, in this, after he snaps, you guys are surrounded in what seems to be a sort of weird realm. You're on a large floating landmass. You guys at the center, talking to him. In the middle of this, Brady Hager is still sitting at a bar drinking with the barmaid. He doesn't seem to know what's going on. He's kind of outside of this little weird dreamscape thing.
Oh, did you say Dreamscape?
It's not a dreamscape necessarily.
RuneScape?
It's a plane of whatever it is.
Yeah, the plane of the dream.
But you see like islands floating around and different like water flowing upwards and trees instead of growing up grow down.
So we're in an Escher painting.
No, you are in. Is anyone in this situation good at religion?
I'll check.
Check.
Chaos.
I have +2 religion.
Would
Let
you
me
like
check.
to figure out where you are?
Sure.
I have +3.
I got 22.
I have +4 religion.
He's like, you recognize this in the description of the pantheon and all the people who worship the gods? This is Aegon's plane of his plane. It's pandemonium,
So you got a nat 20 on the religion check.
where everything is.
Yup.
Pandemonium is basically pure chaos. Everything and anything and everything is happening at once. Everything is crazy, and you guys are sitting here on this floating landmass. You see,
kind of.
from everywhere. I've been watching you for a really long time.
I look at him.
And I've been watching your mom for a very long.
His mom's dead.
You actually say that to him?
No.
I look up at this dude, this man.
This inward.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember you're nat 20 on the religion.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
You recognize this place as Pandemonium.
I'm completely flabbergasted. All that composure I just had is gone.
I kind of I look at him, and I don't say anything for a second, but I'm still looking at him, and then I open my mouth, and I point at him, and I go, Aegon.
Why, yes, that is me.
But what do you want with us?
I love how Steven and I both got nat 20s on that.
Just the fact that you guys seem to be doing a lot of change in this world, and I like that. I enjoy the chaos. Plus, you guys are quite a chaotic group, if I say so.
Wait, we're doing chaos?
I mean, you've wiped an entire bandit clan from existence at one point. That was pretty cool.
But
just dumb luck.
And just even you.
Well, most of that was like, wait, what?
You, Snake Man. You are like an embodiment of chaos.
No. In no way am I chaotic. I'm the least chaotic of this group.
No. You see, magic flows through you, chaos flows through you, but as well as the fact that you like to remain peaceful and calm, but you seem to be the person who've killed the most out of this entire group.
Those were accidents.
Quite a contradiction, if I say so.
Oh god, if Will's been targeted by a deity of chaos.
And as he says this, instead of like the peaceful like forest realm, you guys appear to be now in like a desert area with like all this stuff going on around you, with cacti growing and rain falling and immediately drying up and just crazy stuff. You see, I've taken a special liking to you guys, specifically because you are on a path that I enjoy. Like the watcher. I'm the one who watches the most out of all of my siblings and my father and mother.
You sound like Why do you sound like the Joker? You talk like Batman, but you sound like the Joker.
Bro, because he's chaos. Come on.
Who was
Do you want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, I got these scars.
Okay, that was not in character at all. It was just, that was an observance.
kind of sound like I'm calm and collected, but I'm not doing it, so I'm sorry.
It's fine. That's fine. It's great.
I forgot what I was going to say now.
You like the path we're on.
Yeah.
I do really enjoy the path that you're on, given the fact that you are changing a lot of this world. But you seem to have stepped into my territory. You're about to break this entire thing that I had, a hold that I had on this small town, my personal little realm, that I really enjoy watching. Now, I gave your friend a dog in hopes that it would make you guys feel better or happier. You almost undone everything. And I saw you steal from my offering bowl. As he looks at you, Ilvin.
I mean, that does keep it chaotic, doesn't it?
And he kind of just, and all the gold just falls back into his hand. He's like, I'll take that back. Puts it.
What's about the offerings I put back in the bowl?
Oh, that's just your contribution. Well, I'll have you know that I'm not really here to fight you or harm you. But you almost undone all of my work that I've been putting into this little area of the world. And it kind of got me on edge, so good job on that.
So, what exactly did you do to our friend this morning?
What did you do to us this morning?
I showed you all a different vision of your life, I guess you can say. You see, I just kind of, it's just a basic illusion in a way, but there was, I don't know how to explain it to you. Just a thing that I can do. You couldn't find him, he couldn't find you, but you guys were existing in the same place, but also not existing in the same place at the same time. Living through the same events. I just wanted to see how you guys would react. And, of course, I'm the one who wants to watch these funny things happen.
Are you going to continue acting like this?
Actually, maybe. It is my job.
But to us specifically?
Probably at some point. You guys are in my realm. Varanus is my city.
London is my city.
No, it's England.
England is my city.
England is most.
Now, I know that
What's your favorite scary movie?
No.
It was quite funny seeing you guys get past my minions at the gates there whenever you gave one of them a straight up seizure.
Those were your minions?
Yes. Every guard at every gate of the city, every guard on the roads toward the city are direct avatars that I create to.
I know we should head south.
No one too dangerous gets into the realm. Specifically those of certain religious orders within this land. But yeah, it was fun. I didn't mean to interrupt you guys on your vacation. I would just say that you need to let the chaos let it go, just enjoy yourself in Varanus. I mean, after all, that is the point of the entire town. And when you guys started this chain of events, bringing Cordial away and bringing you guys away from Cordial, I set it up so I could actually meet you here. And just to see how it unfolds.
Man, frankly, I'm just glad he didn't mention how I messed up that bathroom.
That was very chaotic. I have one question.
Yes.
You called me the most chaotic, correct?
Indeed.
Called magic itself chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Is there not order to magic?
Yes, there is a form of order of magic. I mean, chaos in itself is the order of the world. That's how the world changes constantly. I've been here since the beginning. I created chaos, and in a way, I created what people would learn to be as magic. I didn't create magic, I created the ability for people to move forward to create magic. If that makes any sense.
So I have you to thank for that.
In some way, but in other ways not. You see, I'm not the maker of destiny. I more or less just give things a slight push.
Hold on one second.
If you aren't the maker of destiny, then who is?
That would be Terras, my sister.
And what happens when we go home?
When you go home, as in stop this lifestyle that you guys are on?
Yeah.
Well, the rest of your life is written by Terras.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
you see, no matter what, we gods are watching your lives, and we are writing parts of your lives. Not every bit of it, especially not me. I'm just the one who likes watching and enjoying the fun that comes out of watching you mortals fight and be confused and just in general, I don't know, it's just fun. Given that I don't have that with my siblings or any other beings of my nature. I mean, don't you think it was fun meeting your friends again? And he like waves his hand. You see the goblins, Beef, and his friends walk in.
Is that you?
That was in fact me. They weren't really there the entire time.
were they ever real?
No.
Oh, I thought what he was implying was that you waterboarded a god.
No, wait. Were those goblins that attacked us at that point when we met Beef, were they ever real?
Those were real.
He's dead.
Your friend has had an unfortunate outcome. I wouldn't say that he's quite dead.
I mean, we could go off of this in any direction, really. We could say that you were puppeting that frog on the side of the road that said it was Ziara. That could have been just you the entire time.
I will give you my word that was also my sister Ziara. As well as I know that one. He points toward Venna. You worship my other sister.
Oh, hello. I am having a very hard time comprehending all of this.
Quite fascinating, isn't it? How the world works. Everything is connected, just because of one god interfering or another god interfering.
I'm just gonna have my nose in my notebook.
You don't think this is fun? He looks at Senza.
Oh, I think it's fun. It's just also this would make such good reading. One mystery equally, so
Jordan looking at private.
Sylvie takes off like the locket around her neck, and she like puts it in her palm and holds it up for him, and she says, "Was this also you?"
Wait, what was it? The locket?
The locket was what happened with me. Also, your doing.
Are you talking about your odd meeting in the tower? Talking about...
I mean, my entire life, yeah. I mean, you're a god.
I'm
Does
just
that make what happened to me your fault as well?
no.
What about me in the bet?
I'm honestly just I more or less just deal with certain fun and how to put it. What is the word? Fun and I'm gonna say ambitious and even what is the word for? I'm blanking right now. The word for someone who like shows great, promising individuals. My domain may seem to be of destruction and whatever, but I just do this for a laugh, and I kind of choose to make my own story out of certain mortals' lives. I haven't interfered with anyone's lives. I cannot tell you exactly who interfered with yours. Those of you who have had some sort of tragic thing, it could be related to my sister, my father, or anyone. Any of my brothers or sisters, or maybe even lesser beings, such as the mortal sons of these other people of the Pantheon.
I know it had to have been one of you that was responsible for that in some capacity, because that doesn't seem an event like that doesn't seem to have been something that a human or an orc or any of the common folk could have done.
Yes, and I would say that the only person who has the true answer is either my father Othia, or the sister of fate, Terras, or one of the others. I didn't directly intervene. As a matter of fact, I don't deal with babies or young people who seem to have no promise. My domain is messing with the adult mortals of this world. Mostly, I try to mostly confine myself into Varanus, but since you guys were showing such promise, being a group of people with an immense amount of power, but not yet knowing it, I thought it was going to be fun to play around a little bit. That's why eventually you came here.
Is there a way for us to summon them?
The gods?
Yeah.
It's just based on their whims. Just like it was based on my whims to show myself and bring you here to my domain.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I have something you might enjoy.
And what's that?
Okay. I want to go back home.
You want to?
I do
want
too.
to go back home.
You don't sound too happy about that prospect, Shazif.
And we both know that you would enjoy either outcome when I go back home.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe.
You've grown so powerful and wise with this group of people. To see how much you have grown since joining them and how far you've actually gone away from your home. It may be nice to return, or you may be bad. Just as you, Ilvi. Going back home to your parents. Just if that is your choice, then go for it. I cannot influence you. The only thing that I can say is our destiny is set. It is written by Terrace. Does anyone else have any more questions for me? I'll return you to your normal lives.
Are you responsible for what I am?
Oh, no. For what you are? For what you've had? What's happened to you? Definitely not. You see, people that The only people that I'm really responsible for are certain entertainers or even just the mayor, for example. You saw the immense amount of strength I gave him. You see, he wasn't the original one that struck a deal with me, but I thought it would be fun to play around with these people a little bit. I'm like their puppet master. And he motions. He's like, "This was my original subject in this town." And you see the tall, blonde high elf that the guards were looking for on the paper.
I
was the Lord Mayor. And then I made people think he was a crazy creature saying that the town was cursed. It was great.
I want the deal.
You want the what?
I want to strike a deal.
You want to strike a deal?
Yes.
What kind of deal?
Let's see. You're incredibly strong. All I can possibly give to you is maybe my magical capability or myself for servitude. You like to play with people's lives, well, I'll allow you to play with mine. A lot. A lot more than you could ever.
This doesn't feel like it's gonna turn out good.
I just want the power to go back home. And then the deal will be enacted, and you can do to me whatever you want.
He ponders on this for a moment, and then he...
Think about it. You said I already have chaos inside of me. You would just be amplifying the chaos.
Yes, but...
So isn't that the opposite of what you want it to be?
Shh! Venner.
Well, so much for sticking the mud.
I don't quite believe you are ready for that yet, young one. He kind of looks at you solemnly. He's like, I will approach you someday soon, someday in the future.
In that case, I look forward to it.
Without further ado, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of exactly what you wanted and make you happy, given that I've played around with you enough these past 2 days here in my town. I will say it was nice to meet such a great party. You guys are destined for amazing things in the future. And you see his eyes gone from black to red, and he just... I say goodbye to you. And he snaps his fingers, and you guys all return back to the place in the middle of town, in the middle of the road, where you guys met, but he is not there.
I am beyond surprised.
And with that, I'm gonna say I'm calling it here.
Are we still level 4?
Yeah, dude.
I'm gonna say with an encounter, you guys are level 5 now. I'm gonna say you leveled up.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. I can finally get 3rd level spells.
I think me too. Yeah.
I think I get one more. Yeah, I do. I get one more.
I don't know if I get a spell at all.